So I got asked about this wallpaper, and I just want to share it with you all. The image is here. Get yourself a copy. I've had this wallpaper for a long time, and I think it's important that I share the exact image that I have, but I don't want to take the image I have and upload it. So I just took the 5 minutes it needed to actually track down the original image. I even have the same file name, so I know it's the right one, and get that for free yourself. Now, if you don't have the context for these four rules of life, it actually comes from a Reddit community, a Reddit post that was in a Reddit community a long time ago. And I'm going to summarize this, and then I'm going to show you guys the No More Zero Days subreddit, uh, which is right here. Uh, Definitely check that out. Non Zero Day is the name of the subreddit. But to explain the philosophy, you have no more 0 days. You got to commit yourself to doing something, at least one thing every day to help your goals be envisioned and actually get done. It's not about sitting on your butt and doing nothing. You have to commit yourself to doing at least one thing because remember, slow progress is still progress. Okay. As part of that, if you do nothing, that's a 0 day because you've got zero things done. As a result, you need to make sure that you go out of your way to do at least one thing. And if you can do more than that, great. Do everything you can, but don't allow a single day to go by without doing at least one thing to help with your goals. Now, the second part of this is to admit that there are three of you, not just you. No, this is not a psychosis thing. This is you admitting that you have a past, a future, and a now. And you have to live in the now because that's the only thing you can control. If you are depressed, you're living in the past. If you're anxious, you're living in the future. And if you are calm, you're living in the moment. Have the mindfulness to understand that you cannot time travel, go back in the past and change things. So stop being depressed. Not be anxious because you're living in the future when you do that. You can't control the future except by acting now. So have a non 0 day, admit that there are three of you, and most importantly, when you've done that, you have to figure out that tomorrow is tomorrow. Yesterday is already done. You need to forgive yourself for the mistakes you made yesterday. Don't ruin today moaning about what happened yesterday. Yeah, it sucks if you make a mistake. Yeah, it sucks if you don't get that job. Yeah, it sucks if you didn't get anything done yesterday and you had a 0 day. But the fact is, you're forgiven. And the fact is, it's okay because you can still act now. This is the philosophy. This is part of the big philosophy that I try to live my life around, and it's changed my life. And to be honest, I would probably be dead if I hadn't adopted this. So the username who did this obviously is in here, and that's I think that's important that they get credit. But the big thing there is like you can't change yesterday. Today is about action. Forgive and just try to keep going. You got to forgive yourself either way because you can't lament on the past. Now, about future, okay? Do your stuff, get your goals done, but also make sure you can get some exercise every day and make sure you read every day. Exercise and books. Those are the things that you really should care about. Why? Well, guess what? Google or ChatGPT or whatever isn't going to have the data that you need. IP law requires that intellectual property be segregated from the public domain. As a result of that, the information that you can get for free is not going to be of the same quality as buying a book or something to that effect. And that's why I'm going to be having to actually start stuff where I'm going to have people pay to be able to learn things because I'll need to use that money to get the actual data or get access to things so that I can make it cheaper for everybody and make it more accessible. But that's a separate thing. As a result of this, you need to understand that you need to keep moving every day. I go up and down the stairs intentionally. I literally don't have a glass here right now because I plan to go up and down the stairs just to get a drink of water. That is part of how I stay active. And it's also how I rehabilitated my leg after I got hit with a car. The only reason I'm able to walk right now is because I suffered through the pain. I made sure I had non 0 days. I made sure that I understood that there was three of me, And I gave my future self gifts. That's another one. The idea of the three of you that I forgot about here, you have to understand that if you're in the moment, then you need to think of your future self as a friend. And because of that, you should be doing things for them that you would do as a friend. Are you going to, make sure that you have things ready for them in the future or not? Things like that. So I got asked about this. I think it's important to share. So just make sure that you understand this is from the Non-Zero Day subreddit, and it was started a while ago. But as you can see, I'm a member, and I have been since its inception. Uh, and it's just good to have on my feed. But you should understand that they have their own community. It's separate from me, and it's actually kind of a mindset that has kind of sparked up from the original post. And so you should understand that this is kind of a group philosophy. And so go on, use it as you see fit. But as I said before, here is the screenshot slash wallpaper that I was asked about in my comments. So yes, when you make a comment, I actually do consider what you ask. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to help.